I believe that. I believe that living in oneness is offering more to society now than it was before. And I also believe that the process can give more because I see I am growing personally. So as I am growing, there's a greater compassion that is happening within me. And therefore, I also think the help that I or my friends, any of us are able to bring forth to the participants is definitely more. Where I am right now, I owe it to my spiritual masters, Shri Amma and Shri Bhagavan. They have founded and created the Oneness University as we know it today. I reached them when I was a child of 13, and ever since I've lived on with them. Being with them has been an incredible spiritual experience. Learning, growing and serving in whatever way. So I don't feel that there is a point of reaching somewhere. Growth is a never-ending unfoldment in consciousness. One is growing, and I'm growing too. I'm here for the next 2 years, and personally I don't feel any difference. It's a difficult question for me because right now I feel at home talking to you. So it doesn't feel as if home is a place far away. In the Living in Oneness, we are focusing enormously on relationships with partners, parents, children, and relationships generally. The higher programs happen at our other university centers. We have one in India, one for Europe and Russia in Verona, in Italy, and we have one in Fiji Islands. So these are week-long programs we have there, much deeper, much more spiritual. And I call them much more spiritual because they're much more contemplative, more contemplative. The first seminar essentially deals with the issue of, is it possible to live without unhappiness? Is it possible to end suffering? So, suffering means the internal experience. So anybody who is keen on that particular issue of life is welcome to go through these processes. They are much deeper, very beautiful. So we have 2 processes that happen after the Living in Oneness seminar. We call them Oneness Awakening, Level 1 and Level 2. After attending the processes, I usually find people more fulfilled, more living in the present, enjoying this moment, and also conscious of the presence, a presence that is much vaster than the individual subjective consciousness that one usually experiences. And one sees that the presence is connecting. There's so much more of connection that is happening in one's life. I've written a book and I need a publisher. Somebody comes along, and I want to communicate a message, you come along. So it feels as if we are living in a world where much more of these connections are possible. There's so much more love that is possible. We don't feel alone anymore. And I have personally seen that people are able to live with a little more clarity, a little more sanity, because reaction speed is reduced. There's a great deal of response you bring from a very beautiful place inside. So life is more beautiful. It's a very strange question for somebody to answer. How do you think your course is different from others? It's a strange question. Because where is the need to be different? The question arises when there seems to be a need to be different. Why is it so necessary to be special? Is it not beautiful to know and to feel that all of us want to be alive? All of us want to be connected. All of us are one, and we are seeking for the same thing, for the same experience of inner oneness, oneness with each other, oneness with the all. So there are many wonderful, noble people who are doing this beautiful work. And we are part of it too. We're also one note in this music that is being sung everywhere. And it's a beautiful feeling to feel that and to connect to all these beautiful people who are already doing it. To feel that we are contributing too on that. What is the purpose of life? This was a question I asked Sri Bhagavan, my spiritual master, when I was very young. That was in fact my first meaningful interaction with Sri Bhagavan. Bhagavan told me the purpose of life is to live. Searching for a purpose, we miss out on living.